Hey guys, it's Sam. As you can see, I've got Mistweaver on my monk, and that makes me a healer. I'm trying to get a Rage Fire Chasm run, but the queues take a very long time, and I end up dinging from the quest, so it unqueues me. And it's kind of annoying, because I can't get a group, and I really want to try it out. Especially as a new monk healer. So, just to make sure I've got some progress recorded at level 15 to 20, I decided to record a Deadmines run. Well, I say one Deadmines run. I recorded 2 of them, but I joined halfway through in the first one, and perhaps kept crashing in the second half. So fortunately, I got both parts of it recorded, but in different groups. Anyway, as you can see, it's quite simple. All you have to do is press one button at this level. Even special attacks like it's doing now aren't even that difficult. I mean, it's a basic stand out of the fire, and that's it. The spell doesn't even cost that much to cast. I can understand why at this level it doesn't cost that much, and I hope it gets more expensive at a higher level, otherwise I'll need nerfing. Either way, we killed the boss, so I'm going to fast forward through this part now so you don't have to see us killing all the trash. While it fast forwards, I'll talk about the spell. It's called Soothing Mists. It costs 4 mana to cast, and takes another 4 every second that you cast it. If you cast it for its full cast time, which is 8 seconds, it'll heal 2,169 health points. Each time that you cast a heal on them, so it actually hits them, you also have a 20% chance to generate 1 chi. As you can see, we've reached the second boss, and this one's just as easy as the last. There are only 2 things that are different from this fight from the last fight. One of them is I had to cast heal on one other person, while in the last fight I only had to cast it on the tank. And the other one is a goblin jumped on my face, which wasn't very nice. But, unlike most people who do this dungeon at this level, I had the common sense to stand still, so the group could easily get the goblin and kill him. Anyway, we're drawn to the end of this fight, and I don't actually have to heal again in the rest of the fight, so I'll start to fast forward it now until the next boss. Hopefully some of you will actually realise that I'm doing a random dungeon, so that means I've hit 15, and now they've changed it so that you get your first spec at 15, well, first talent point. If you look down and see what my bindings are, you'll see on number 2, I've got, well, what I spec for. The one I picked was called Tiger's Lust. It's basically every man for himself, but it gives you a 70% speed bonus for 6 seconds afterwards. Whenever I roll a human, I always have every man for himself on my binding bar down there, around 9 or so, for my mouse. So when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. The other 2 options I had for my spec were Clarity, which makes it so there's 5 seconds less on the cooldown on roll and chi torpedo, and then there's Momentum, which increases my speed by 25% whenever I roll or use chi torpedo. Anyway, as you can see, we beat this boss, so again I'm going to fast forward it. We're getting close to the part where Fraps crash, so I'm going to skip out the rest of it and just go straight to the last boss. The reason why it starts halfway through it is because I disconnected just at the start of the fight, and this is when I got back on. They'd already got him down to this part, and it happens quite early in the fight, but you get what I mean. In this fight I had to focus on healing everyone, not just the tank. It was still quite easy considering all I had to do is tap it once. There are however 2 things I want to point out before the end of the video. One of them to do with healing and the other one to do with the stances, or whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called on the monk. The first thing's to do with healing. If you actually tap forward and then just keep casting the heal spell, you'll just keep spamming like 200, 200, 200, 200. I'm not sure if it's the same speed as if you're just casting it normally, but it's just something I thought I'd point out. The other thing's energy. When you're in the other stance, which uses energy, which is your original stance, you do 20% more damage. Now, I did a little check. Long term wise, I think it's probably faster if you just do damage in the healing stance. Why? Because it doesn't cost any energy and you just keep spamming the same thing and then just do the move. And it's just quite simple. I mean, I know beta is beta, but it's just something that needs to get sorted out because they'll just abuse it somehow. At least I think they will. Anyway, as you can see, we're now on to our good old friend who's a Murloc, Cookie, which means we're near the end. So I'll start to end the video now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to keep doing videos each time I spare, showing off the new moves that I get as a monk and explaining what the others are. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, check out some of my other stuff. And that's all really, so, bye.